I started following you quite a while ago. And I loved how you kind of structured the business. And I feel like I respect that with, you can tell that you care about those courses, and you can, like, even adding riders like Jet or Adam or, all these elite riders, as well as yourself, just showing up and teaching the proper way to do things and the way that you do social media. And you can tell that it's a real value, which is a huge bummer that I haven't gotten out to one, because like you said, you've built great FOMO.
Yeah,
Well, at least for me. So like I would love to get to one of the courses, because you can tell it's a value.
Yeah, cool. I mean,
At least from the outside.
That was the goal with the social media, is like I actually told the team, I said, hey, and I invest a lot of money in our social media too.
Yeah.
I'm like, if somebody's clicking into TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and they have any interest in dirt bikes whatsoever, my face or the Moto Academy better be popping up.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what we accomplished, which is good.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree with that, because, and you guys are so consistent with it. Like you said, it seems like you're riding a dirt bike every day in different parts of the world, but it's so, like, social media is such a huge part of even just growing any business, but specifically bands. Like, if you can really nail that, like how you guys are really treating this, it's how your business grows.
And consistency is the key.
Yeah.
When people ask me, and a lot of people do in the Moto Academy app, like, hey, AJ, I really so badly, I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or I want to get sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I begin? I'm like, well, you need to create your brand and your platform, and you need to post consistently. I'm like, I don't care if you think people don't care about you. They'll start to care about you when you post every single day. Yep. And it could be something simple. Hey guys, I'm going out to ride right now. Toss the GoPro on, ride for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Oh, that was good. I worked on this, this, and this. Next time I'm going to try this. Okay, see you guys next time, next week or tomorrow, whatever. So simple. And people think that other people don't care. But again, as soon as you start, we post twice a day on the Moto Academy. We post twice a day on my personal channel, twice a day on the Moto Academy podcast. And we have 5 to 7 Instagram stories going up on each of those every single day. And then those are also across every single platform imaginable. And in addition to that, we've got, I think, 4 to 6 long format YouTube videos in like 7 different languages. We have language channels and everything on YouTube coming out on a weekly basis. Yeah. And it never doesn't happen, because I have 3 full-time employees that are dedicated just to that. Yeah. And people can't keep up with it, right? So if there's other trainers or other people out there trying to build their brand, most of them, like most people, are trying to do all of it just themselves. And you can't possibly be consistent. You're going to miss a day. You're going to miss a week. You're going to miss a month. Yeah. And it's like, you can't do that in social media. People will forget who you are really quick.
Completely agree. Especially, I wish I practiced what I preach a little bit more, because like you said, consistency with social media is the most important thing. I just feel like a lot of people are also really afraid to put themselves out there and be consistent, because, like, I'm not going to lie, if you want to start a YouTube channel for whatever it is, your first 100 videos are probably going to be terrible. But you kind of have to push your ego aside. And even if you're getting 0 views, just be like, I'm going to be consistent. This is my goal. I'm going to put this out. And people are going to come. Because I feel like with your channel, I feel like in the beginning, there might not have been many views, but your consistency and, well, being a professional, you're a professional motocross racer. So, like, you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. But being consistent with that, I feel like, is a massive thing. Just being like, all right, maybe this might not be good, but then you might have that one video that takes off, and then you get your following.
That thought alone is all you need to keep in your head to keep you going. The next video could be the one that gets 1 million views or 10 million views or 100,000 views or 1,000 views. Yeah. Right. The very next video that you post could be the one that does it. But I think you're exactly right. Putting the ego aside to just be okay with working really hard, putting yourself out there, and maybe 6 people will watch it. Yeah. It's going to happen.
And that's totally fine.
Yep. Like, it's going to happen at first.
It doesn't matter. And also, like, even if the video is bad, you are learning. That's the thing that, and I need to be better with it too. Cause I let my ego in the way a lot of times, especially with content, whether I don't think the drum video is good enough, but I feel like it's fine if it's bad. You can take it, you can learn, you can grow. Like every video you put out is just more experience. And I feel like if you're scared to start your channel, or you're afraid that you might not sound good on camera, whatever the thing it is, you can that's just practice. Even if you put them unlisted. So just you're watching them at first. I would recommend just posting, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, like you said, you can just go for that next video that might hit. And if it doesn't, you're gaining experience. Yep. That's all that matters.
And there's so many ego factors to it too. Like you can remind yourself, whether you're the one getting 5 views or 500,000 views, there's going to be plenty of people out there that are judging you for their own reasons anyway.
Yeah.
Right. When you're getting 500,000 views, trust me, there's plenty of people judging you. When you're getting 5 views, there's a handful of people judging you, like, oh, maybe this guy's failing or whatever. But again, it's all for their own problems, their own reasons, their own insecurities, always. So I always try to urge people not to let that stop them. And then also just knowing that you need to be in it for the long run. Like you've got to have that vision 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Because if you're in it for short-term gratification of trying to get views right away, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it didn't for us. Still doesn't. I mean, we create videos all the time that I think are amazing, and they do not do well. Mm-hmm. And not doing well is a relative term, right? But none of our stuff gets that many views compared to what I think it should. But we just got to keep putting it out there, keep putting it out there in hopes that it's going to resonate with some people. And
it definitely does.
Yeah, hopefully. And I think if I've done anything well, especially the last 3 to 4 years, it's been completely putting my ego to the side. I really, really try to check myself every single day.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, you can do so on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to send in your own video submission, you can join us in the Moto Academy family inside of the Moto Academy app by just going to themotoacademy.com. That's also where you can sign up for a class. Okay, guys, see you next episode.